headline from the nation's capital is that Mamelodi Sundowns, for only the second time this season, have been denied all 3 points at home. Stellenbosch coming here and with a late equalizer in a 1-1 draw. Alongside me, the man that has been voted the man of the match, that is Aubrey Modiba. Aubrey, congratulations on the performance. How are you feeling right now after that 90 minutes?
I don't know. I'm feeling mixed feelings. I don't even know how I got the man of the match, but yeah, at the end of the day, I think, just take the point. We're very disappointed with how we conceded the goal. I think we should have done better as a team. But yeah, this point maybe will take us far in the future. But yeah, we're a bit disappointed, and I think we should have won the game had we taken our chances.
At halftime, then, what was the word that Coach Cardoso had shared with you guys? Because at that stage, you were in control, at the very least, on the scoreline. The message was to score another one so that you can be safe. Because you could see, they were going to put the numbers and play both those balls behind. But, I think we dealt with that very well until the last moment there. But, yeah, we'll take the positives from this game and move forward. The importance, then, of not losing, at the very least, after a game like this today.
Yeah, important for us is to collect as many points. Like I said, even this point, we'll just take 1 point. But we're disappointed. We wanted all the 3 points. But, we're disappointed. I don't want to lie.
All the best going forward.
Thank you very much.
Aubrey Modiba, disappointed, he says, with the fact that it wasn't a win this evening for Mamelodi Sundowns. Alongside me, his coach and coach Miguel Cardoso. Coach, your thoughts on what happened tonight then?
What happened is a game completely under control. Many occasions to make the second goal. We didn't score. And a very imprudent action from us gave a penalty on the last minutes of the game. We can only complain on the goals we didn't score. I think in the second half was one after the other. And when you don't make your goal, of course, you get exposed to a mistake. And we did a big mistake on the approach. We were completely in control. There was no danger on that action. And we were reckless, very reckless the way we make that approach, and we give a penalty to the opponent. We can only complain on us, nothing more.
Is it a case of complacency, you feel? This is an outfit that you have that is extremely talented, number one, extremely well-versed when it comes to playing football. I'm terribly sorry about that. It is very loud. I was just asking is it a case of complacency from a team that you have that has got plenty?
No, don't confuse the things. Yeah. The team tried and had more than chances to finish this game. There's the situation that happened that gives to a penalty. That's an individual approach that is completely reckless, nothing more. Of course, it's a very young player that needs to understand how to behave. 4 days ago, he made a fantastic match in even another level. But of course, you cannot approach a match like a situation like that when the game is about to finish, 4 minutes to the end, completely under control. There was not even one dangerous situation from Stellenbosch, and we give them a goal. That's what it is. Thank you.
Well, there it is. That's Coach Miguel Cardoso. He says not too much to take from that, just a mistake in the end by Undamane. Would have loved to hear from him what, as a team chasing the BETWAY Premiership title, they take from this performance and result. However, alongside me, Coach Gavin Hunt. Coach, your thoughts then 90 minutes later. Sorry about that, it's very loud. Thoughts 90 minutes later?
Magnificent. Jeez, we could have been, before they scored, we had 2 big chances, and then Omega had the chance after half-time. And, then we went 1-0 down. I said to them, we'll stay in the game here as long as we can. We will get the chance at the end because, they'll come out. And they did, and we could have won it. Jeez, luck. So disappointing, but in all, the team we had and the players we've got, everybody's played their part, and from the top of the club to the bottom of the club, and we will only get better. Believe me, we will only get better. And once we do a few things, and we'll get better.
It was always going to be how you do without the ball that goes a long way in determining how the team goes today. Once you had that under control, going forward, as you mentioned, a number of look-ins late on.
They can have the ball all day there. How many times have we turned the ball over? We just didn't have the quality when we turned it over to make the final pass. And then but we had the chance. Devon should have scored in the first half. The keeper just a bit, should have dinked it over the keeper. And then, with Omega. And other than that, did they ever had any chances? No, so you have to play. They've got very good players individually, you know what I'm saying? They'll turn you and they keep the ball well, but the way they play suits us because it's so slow, and we can obviously just shuffle in and funnel in and then break out. And we did that, and it worked, and I thought we should have won it in the end. Was it offside? I don't know, We'll see.
Yeah, we had a look, Coach. It was indeed offside. You touched on Omega Mdaka, his application today?
Yeah, fantastic. He's a good boy. Obviously, he's come from a situation where he played in a back five all his life. Now to play left fullback is a totally different proposition for him. You know, he's got to learn, and I'm teaching him day by day. You know, to play left back is a big difference to playing as a wing back, and he's got to understand that. And he jumped a few times tonight in the first half. But as the game went on, he got better and better. So fair play to the boy. You know, he's just got to get his ball better down the sides or whatever it is, and he'll get better. He's a youngster and huge potential.
The importance now of that game against Polokwane City for the ramifications of that top 8.
We'll keep battling away. We were nowhere in January to make a top 8, so we got a tough, harder program than anybody around us because they obviously got more home games than us, and we got all these away games. And yeah, but we got a lot of good spirit, and they want to learn and they want to do. You know, it's been a great club. I mean, Steve did a great job here, and I've just got to try and take the baton over and try and take him to another level now. You know, if I can.
All the best for then, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
It's Coach Gavin Hunt as